Chester has a very special place in my heart, says new MP Aphra Brandreth. Newly elected Chester South and Eddisbury MP Aphra Brandreth has spoken of her excitement as she prepares for a steep learning curve. Gyles Brandreth, daughter of former City of Chester MP Gyles Brandreth, also spoke of her father's pride, saying he was over the moon with the result. Ms. Brandreth bucked the trend on a catastrophic night for the Conservatives in Cheshire and nationally, with the Conservative strongholds of Congleton and Macclesfield lost for the first time in 106 years. She now represents a 26-mile-wide constituency from the suburbs of Chester south of the River Dee, previously part of the Labour-held City of Chester constituency, to Audlem and Acton Bridge to Malpas. The new MP got her start in politics in her teenage years when she was made a junior member of her father's election campaign team during his time as MP for Chester between 1992 and 1997. Gyles joined Aphra on the campaign trail ahead of election night, canvassing in Westminster Park, Congleton, Tarporley, and Malpas. I'm excited, and I think it's going to be a steep learning curve, Ms. Brandreth told Cheshire Live following her election. Obviously, my dad was an MP, so he has given me some good insight into the role, but of course it has changed. He has been a huge champion and supporter of mine, and I'm very lucky to have such an amazing dad, said Gyles Brandreth, adding that her parents were over the moon and very excited upon hearing the result. For both sides of my family, this is a really special constituency for us, said Gyles Brandreth, referring to husband Ian from Cuddington, and because of boundary changes, which I know a lot of people are getting used to. For us, this is a really lovely coming together of two parts of Cheshire that are really important to us. The election of Gyles Brandreth saw the City of Chester divided into a Labour and a Conservative constituency. Local councillors spoke of hearing disappointment and confusion from some residents following the boundary changes. Gyles Brandreth was keen to draw positives from the constituency split, saying the fact Chester now has two MPs means they have twice as much potential impact. Of Sam Dixon, Labour MP for Chester North and Neston and former City of Chester MP, Gyles Brandreth said, "Obviously she is Labour, I'm Conservative, and I don't particularly know her well. But I am a collaborative person and I have no reason to believe that she isn't either. Ultimately, we both want what's best for the people living in Chester." Ms. Brandreth added she has not yet spoken to Ms. Dixon, but looks forward to finding her at Westminster on Monday. She added, "I want to reassure everybody that I have been elected to represent each and every person in the constituency. It is a geographically large constituency, but I am going to be active and standing up for everybody. Chester has a very special place in my heart, so I want to reassure those people in those wards now being called Chester South that I will 100% be working for them as much as I am for everybody else." Gyles Brandreth beat Labour candidate Angeliki Stogia by 3,057 votes. Of her victory, she said, "I'm very grateful that people have put their faith in me. I know there have been big challenges, and in my campaign I have been extremely visible. I have spoken to thousands of people and focused on what people want me to deliver on locally in a positive, constructive way. I hope that helped me to be successful on the night. On the doorstep, a range of views have been coming up, but ultimately, people want somebody who is going to work hard to represent them locally, and now I intend to deliver on that. It is a beautiful, lovely, vibrant part of the world, but I want to ensure we are getting investment into the constituency, both in terms of the Chester wards, making sure our high streets continue to thrive, but also making sure we get investment into the rural parts of the constituency. One of the issues we have both in Chester and the rural villages is very poor mobile phone connectivity. In the city, it's an issue of capacity, and in many of the villages, there is literally no signal at all. For businesses and for individuals, we need to be connected now because that's how the world works. I want to fight hard to get better mobile phone connectivity and broadband connectivity, which has improved a lot over the last few years. But approximately 3 in 10 premises still do not have access to gigabit broadband.